Brother, please do me a favor and drop a full sentence in the chat. I'm using this new like voiceover feature, so I can actually, like, it says everything you type, so I don't have to read it. So just drop a sentence or something. Trying to see how the audio sounds. If it's balanced well enough, you know. I was messing around with this yesterday. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to turn it off. It turns down the audio for the game, so. RIP. Yeah, it's cool, but it like actually brings down the volume of in-game. Can you hear slurs? Oh shit, hold on, yeah, let me test that. Hold on, let me put it back on. Hold on. Yo. Alright, hold on. Alright, go ahead. But remember, it's YouTube, so like, you know. Oh, put down Clanker in the chat. I was messing around with the spring rates yesterday. So what I did was I reduced the ride height. Yeah, it does say it. So I went lower. Rate is good here. Okay, that's more or less what I did when I was testing yesterday. On a different track. Alright, I'm gonna turn off the chat to speech thing because I need to be able to hear the game. This thing turns down the audio for it. Kinda sucks. If it didn't do it, it'd be perfect. Alright. Connect the steering wheel. Alright, we're good. Steering wheel is connected. So, I was watching Kill Tony right now. And James Forbes McCann. He's one of the guests, and the Japanese, one of the new Japanese guy, Kianse Yasuda, whose girlfriend works like at a ramen shop. Basically, like he was just telling like his story, you know. And they were just asking him stuff, and one of the guests just goes like, "Oh, so it's like Tokyo Drift but in reverse." Because he came from Japan over here. Yeah, whatever. And went to Philadelphia, which is where because he got beat up by his dad, which is where the exact story from the guy from Tokyo Drift, but he went to Japan instead. And I thought that was pretty funny, like a parody movie. Like, you know, Japanese guy comes to America to learn how to drive in a straight line. You know, like oval racing. It'd be like a cool, like, Talladega Nights type of movie. I think it'd be pretty funny if someone made that. I don't know what they would call it, though. Alright, so last couple races... Learning to fly... Oh my god. nuts, dude. Learning, bro. All Japanese people know how to fly planes already. Come on, bro. But he couldn't land it without crashing. That's just it. He's just learning how to land the whole time. Oh. I think if I'm correct, after this is a 15-minute qualifying. Not that it really matters. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna break some ankles today. Lamau. Fuck it up. Alright. Turn off my lights. Hop in. Oh, shit. Yeah, so I made a janky modification to my rig. I made holes so I can move the pedals further up and get, like, stretch my legs more. But I kind of just, like, lo hice a la brava. I never do things like this, like, just on a whim, and I just, like, half-assed it. Basically, I had to make, like, 6 different holes just to fit it in there, you know? When I should have just, like, done what I always do, which is, you know, measure out a couple times, make a mark, and then do one hole. I was like, nah. I chose, apparently, violence that day, and so now my pedals sit at an angle, but at least I can stretch my legs. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly test the setup that I'm using. And fuel load. Qualifying. I'm not really too worried about qualifying. I've raced a couple of these guys before, and this is like, I know. I got this. Like, as long as I don't get freaking pitted. Should be a pretty decent race. Oh. Should I upgrade your PC? For what though? Like realistically, why would you update your PC? It's not like you really use it for much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was thinking about that. I was like, why? Like, if you don't really... Like, is it worth it? Like, maybe you should wait a little bit. I think from what you've told me, your PC is still pretty good. Whoa! To run triples, oh. You can't already do that? So I adjusted my view a little bit so that I'm like more in the car, and I don't know if I like this. Yeah, so I decreased the height of my cockpit by significantly, so that I'm like sitting further in the car. So it's as I would sit in the car myself, but my references for where I need to brake and where my tires are at are a little bit off, and also this hood blocks everything. I cannot see. Might have to move it up a tiny little bit. I mean, for high-speed stuff, it works really well. I like it, but for... I don't know, I can get closer to stuff, I guess. Ooh, this setup is loose. Hump, settle it out. Peak, look for the crane. No crane. Oh my god, so loose. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change my setup again. This is just way too loose. Yeah, what the hell? It's weird, it's like really loose under initial acceleration, but in the middle of the corner when I'm trying to like here, I'm gonna try to get it to rotate, and it slid out, but high speeds it understeers completely. Yeah, I think just the ride height change is really all this car needs. Adjusting the bump stops really just makes so much of a difference. So I'm just gonna go back. Revert that setting real quick. Temps were good, pressures were good. Maybe I'll just do this. Maybe I'll do that. No, let's go all the way back to how it was. Let's drop it down again, just as slow as it goes. And then I have to change this view again. There we go. That's good enough. Yeah, I was just like way in the car. Yeah, that feels way better. There's still something there. Why is it understeering like that on acceleration? I feel like the aggressive setup changes. It's weird. It's like initial understeer followed by super quick snap of oversteer instead of like consistent. I think maybe I'm just getting used to the power of the Mustang more. Let's see, let's run lower traction control settings to see if that helps. Nope, that's not what it is. Keep it at 2 though. More up the tires a little bit easier. Think about that. Yeah, that change that I did, it's just really messing me up. Unless the view setting is. I'm gonna turn on till I don't know. I don't think I have it. Would it be this one maybe? Does that one show it? It does. There. You can see it in the bottom right hand corner. Wee 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 wee. Alright. I hope you're happy because that's very distracting. It's funny, if you turn on the tires app, dude, like, it goes in the same spot. So what happens if I have both of them on then? Must be able to change. Oh, okay. There's like no way to edit it, so if I put on the tires app, where does it go? Just right next to it? Ew. Just, oh, still there. Alright, so there you go. Telemetry is in the bottom right hand corner. I need to... What are we running? 158s? So... Let's say fastest we could run is 152. I don't think anyone's going to run faster than 152. That would be 17 laps. About 2.8 gallons of fuel, or liters of fuel, for a total of 48 liters for the race. Let's just see how that would feel in the setup real quick. Alright. So if traction control gets activated, you can see it in yellow on the telemetry. I mean, you could also just see it on my MFD though, on my actual card display. EDU. Whoop.
Green light, go, go, go.
Does not feel bad at all with that amount of fuel. Let's go get disqualifying and nah, it's fine. I don't notice it anymore. It's honestly not somewhere I should be looking anyway, so. When I had the tires up there, it was super distracting because all I could do was just look at my tires all the time. But just speedometer, it's fine. I actually don't. Doesn't bother me at all.
Be careful there.
It's just, why is it understeering out, bro? It's like initial. It's just saying no. My tires too long?
Yellow flag accepted.
Oh, why did I shut down at the second? Ah, I got on the brakes while I was still on the curve. Ah, I was staring at the cone that was in the middle of the track, dude. What a noob. I just saw the cone and I was like, oh, that's a nice cone. Let me just stare at it. Jesus. Alright, let's see if I can get this corner now. Okay, my seating position in the car, my view is way better. I intuitively understand the angle of the car a little bit more, like I don't feel like I'm above it as much, but the problem is my references are a little bit different. They're like a couple meters earlier than I expect them to be. I also did slightly reduce the FOB, I think that's what it is. Oh, this lap isn't invalidated, huh? Oh, it wasn't. Alright, whatever. I'm struggling today. I don't feel good. Like on the rig. I don't feel good on the wheel. Like the pace is just like not coming to me naturally right now.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
doing rough today. No, no. I'm just trying to keep it on track at this point. Oh. Honestly, I might not even do this race. I haven't been feeling up to it the whole day. I slept like 10 hours and I still feel like I'd slept 30 minutes. Oh, this is a bad idea. Whatever. I was using a little bit more fuel than I thought. So, 50 liters. I'm just gonna let qualify run its course. Oh. I'm gonna have a conference with Sir Benjamin. See what he thinks. Yeah, hopefully I feel... I mean, I did this to myself. I stayed up when I shouldn't have. But hopefully by Wednesday I feel better, because Wednesday is Bathurst. And I need to practice tomorrow for sure. There were supposed to be 9 of us in here. One guy had to work early in the morning, so he couldn't make it. And the other 3 no-shows. Honestly, I mean, it is what it is. And I'm really not feeling it. Like, I'm not feeling the racing either. Like, I feel like I'm actually gonna, like, run into someone. I'm gonna have to be extra cautious. Let me make sure that all my setup is good and then I don't have to change anything else. You're starting now?
30 seconds.
The guy who's in charge of the second to last. The guy whose lobby slash little community that he's trying to build is he's last. Just let them pull away, they'll make mistakes and die. They might not, that's the thing. They might not. I just want to have some good racing with the guy, with a couple of these guys. It'll be fun. I'm not gonna like try to go crazy. I'm gonna try to promote some, like, I'm gonna make some moves, but I'm not gonna try to, you know, whatever. I'm just gonna race. If I'm faster, I'm faster. If I'm not, I'm not. They did 158. I think 158s were what they were running. I can do 150. I can do 155s like pretty consistently. I'm pretty sure. So if I'm gonna be 3 seconds quicker, like, you know, GG's. Oh, what happened to Elite? Oh, I guess I am starting last. Or I just don't see him? Oh, he's starting from pits. I think he didn't press drive on accident. Oh, dude. The fuck was he do? He sucks, dude. He's absolute garbage. What the fuck? He sat in the lines for so damn long. And then he moved over on me. Fucking noobs, bro. Like, he sat on the hairpin for so long and said he could have gone on the switchback. And then what was that? Look at him, he's going wide every turn, bro. Hurry up. I should have not waited for him. But he's so bad, like, how is he not cut up already? They're literally like a whole lap away at this point. If he goes wide there again, I'm not waiting for him. He literally went wide again. What is he doing? Jesus, man. fucking garbage. Absolute fucking garbage. I waited for that. Oh my
Yellow
god.
flag in sector 1.
I'm sorry it took you out, but I'm also sorry you're so garbage and you moved across my line when I was there. Garbage. Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to be nice because it's like a community race and all, and I'm not trying to promote like being a dickhead. I didn't do it on purpose and whatever, but I just waited to be nice. And honestly, because I thought, you know, maybe he was being nice, and that's why I accidentally took him out, you know? Well, almost took him out corner. I don't know. I just waited because I didn't yeah, I just don't want him to text me on Discord and be like, but I mean, I have the clip. I can just clip it with no sound, you know, and send it to him. Look at him, he already gave up. He's in the pits.
Got no lane. First request is now.
I'm thinking too much. I'm thinking way too much. You see the drive? Shut up and drive. Too early. the fuck? Am I tripping or did it lag a little bit?
Okay, you need to go to driver ahead of 73.
My brakes are overheating. I took the brake ducts a little too low. Wow. I went from 3 corners ago, my brakes are overheating, to my brakes are glazed. What the? It was almost like the pedal went straight to the floor. The end game, you know? Better exit out of there. Drifting the whole time, holy. Okay, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine. There you go, let's go. Nope, 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 nope. There you go. Woo-hoo. Oh, she was kicking there, brother. Tell you what, brother, a good Bronco kicks every once in a while, brother. Is this a Mustang or a bucking horse? Jeez. Yeah, I have to admit, that was a pretty sweet save. I didn't have enough initial braking. I only lost, like 12 seconds. That little excursion. Giant flat spot on the tire. Yeah, I got giant flat spots on my tires. I can feel them and hear them. He left. He didn't even finish the race. Bruh. It's just my brakes are overheating way too much. Nothing I can do. Just a poor setup mistake. But it has great bite up top, but I have to let go of the brakes early. Because if not, I lock up.
We're at the halfway mark, still a long way to go.
Lift and coast, lift and coast. Fuck that, bro. Full send. Deal with it with skill.
Yellow flag is set to all.
All I hear is get better exits so you get more air in the brakes on the straight. That's all I hear. I am getting that corner tremendously wrong right now. I've made up time, but I've also lost time by being slow.
Well done, mate. We're so fast and slow. I guessed. I broke too much too early and went on the gas a little too early by consequence. Slow as fuck. Yeah, they just overheat so much during the mid-stage braking that there's nothing for the end of it. I give up. I fucking give up. I should have just eaten dinner. I don't know why I even did this race. This is a waste of my time. Just not feeling it today. Cooked. It's always really frustrating to look forward to a race, only for it to just become a practice session, you know? And like, that's almost what every one of these races becomes. It's just a freaking practice session, like... That's usually how it goes. Like, yeah, it's like you want to have some racing, you know? You want to be door to door to a car. You want to hear their freaking tires squealing, and you want to feel the thrill of the race. But it's like 90% of the time, this is what racing is. It's just you. Yeah. Listen, man, I'm consistent enough, alright? I ran like 300 laps on that track over the weekend and only had about 4 spins that were my fault that I can recall. So, consistency's there. The problem is, I don't know about that, brother. Over the race. Your races are short, though. They're only like 15 minutes max. With non-variable conditions. You know? This was a 30-minute race, and I really only crashed because he went into my line. Like, what the fuck was that? You haven't raced in the rain, have you? Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't have. Period. I mean, I didn't realize he was that bad. What the fuck? I like spaced out and just like hit the gas early for whatever reason. Ah, someone else pitted? GG's. What happened? Why are these guys suddenly just 7 seconds away? I think they had a little inch in it. Alright, you're like messaging me mid-corner, bruh. Okay, something happened. I think the host just disconnected. Or quit race for whatever reason. GG. That's lame, bruh. I broke way too early. I'm just all over the place. I just want to finish. I want to hop off, have some nice bit of dinner, and honestly, I'm probably going to play a different game. I have races tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to do them. I'm burnt out. And also, I realize that I'm working all weekend, and I don't have any days off when the races, on a day to do the races for the championship for the chair. So all my progress that I did this weekend, I'm gonna lose it. So I'm just kinda over it. I might use my vacation time on a Friday, maybe. Or Sunday. I think Sunday I can get more empty races to get the points, but I think you get more points with people in them. So maybe I'll just ask for Saturday. You just hear the brakes cooking every time I end in that corner. Yeah, cooking your brakes is not good. Like, especially because they don't cook evenly, you know? Like, the characteristics of the braking are like weird. Like, I can't trust. Like, every time I trail brake, it's a little bit different. Like that time. Like I was getting a really heavy initial bite, and then I didn't on that corner. Or this one. So you lose a little, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just want to finish. So we're there, we're done. I feel perfectly. GG, I guess. Why doesn't it say race over though? Yeah, P2, I guess. Fucking everyone left. Well, technically only 2 other people were in here. What happened to the guy? GG's, yeah, this honestly has been a really big letdown in terms of a championship, not gonna lie. I'm watching this stream, his stream back real quick. Yeah, I think he just gets disconnected. Or something. Yeah, he gets disconnected. RIP.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Alright, well, news. That's it for me. I don't even know what race it is tomorrow, but it's with the same league. I might not do it, to be honest. It's been, my safety rating went down on that one. I guess I deserve it, I guess. GG's. Should see what public libs are looking like right now. Normal. Alright. Later.